Alright guys, let's look at some more of your audition music. We're going to be checking out measures 5 and 6. Although, first things first, I want you to get your pencil, and in your music, in that second line, look at measure 7, the very first note, that dotted eighth note, and the third note, the other dotted eighth note, are both E naturals. So go ahead and with your pencil, mark in the little E naturals. Okay, I don't want you to learn it on accident with E flats. That would be bad. Okay, so mark those in for me. Okay. Alright, then we're going to focus on this video on just measures 5 and 6. Okay, so let's start with rhythm only. You know all this, half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, and yes, even that dotted quarter note, remember, gets 1.5 beats, or a down, up, down, and then that single eighth note is going to be on the te of beat 2. Okay, so let's look at my breakdown, the rhythm only, and let's count it. Here we go. Down, up, count it, here we go. 1, 3, 4, 1, te, 3, te, 4, te, 1. I'm going to stop on that first note of measure 7 there, okay, so that we can really check in and make sure we know how to play measure 6 really precisely. Alright, so again, just remember it's that down, up, down, okay, for that dotted quarter note. When we play it here, I'm going to do it on F, rhythm only. And I'm going to make sure that I'm going to be pretty obvious with my pulses. Half note will get 4. Remember that dotted quarter note? If we do the 1, it's going to get 3 pulses. 2, woo, woo, 2, 2. Okay, that'll help you out, I think, to really make sure you're being precise with that rhythm. Okay, here we go. So rhythm only line, it's on F. Down, up, ready, here we go. Alright, again with those 3 pulses on the dotted quarter note. Alright. I think that'll really help you. So it's a 2, woo, woo, and then you tongue again, 2, 2. Alright. Okay. So now let's check out some notes. If you look at the note only line on the breakdown, those are your notes for both measures 5 and 6. Okay, so we start on a high C. Might have to practice that, making sure air, face is all set to be able to start right on that high C. Then A, remember we are using round thumb. Then F, then it jumps up to a high D. And remember, this high D does not have 4, 5, or 6. It's just going to be that round thumb, 2, 3, and bob. So you might want to practice going from F to high D. You're going to be lifting up both of those pointer fingers. Okay, so high D, then it goes to C, 1 and bob, and then B flat. Make sure you're using round again. Okay, so finger in the notes only version with me. We will do it in half notes. Fingers, ready, and here we go. C, A, F, here it comes. D, and then C, B flat, stop. Okay, so again, that F to D, we have to make sure our fingers and our air and face are set to play that F to high D. Alright, so let's try it, the notes only and the half notes. Ready? 1 and 2 and half notes. You can get your fingers to practice, especially again that F to D. You might want to try that a couple times just to make sure you feel really comfortable with it. Okay, but now let's try to put this with the rhythm. Okay, so we're going to look back at original measures 5 and 6, and let's just try this much. Let's finger and say measure 5 to the first note of measure 6. Okay, we're going to kind of land on that high D. All right, but let's say and finger in rhythm. 5 to the first note of 6. 1 and 2 and fingers, here we go. C, A, F, and your D. Alright, one more time, fingers, and here we go. C, A, F, D. You can make it up to that high D. I honestly think you'll be pretty stinking good at measure 6 too. Okay, but I think that trick is the F up to that high D. Okay, so let's try it. Measure 5, plus that one note of 6. Starting on that high C. Ready, and here we go. Okay, let's try it one more time. Ready, same thing, and go. Alright, and if you're using that high D fingering, that high D honestly should pop out pretty well. If you accidentally put some fingers down, it might not pop out as well. Okay, so make sure you're using that correct high D fingering. Okay, so now if you look at measure 6 with me, hey, you're just walking it down. Check it out. It starts on D, then C, B flat, A, G, F, E what? Natural. Okay, so again, as long as we can get up to that high D, then you're just bringing it back down to that E natural. Okay, so let's finger measure 6 plus that first note. I want to make sure we're landing on E natural. All right, so here we go. Let's try to finger it. So we're starting on high D, round thumb, 2, 3, bob. And fingers, here we go. D, C, B flat, A, G, F, E. Okay, try it again. Fingers, here we go. D, C, B flat, A, G, F, E natural. Right? Okay, so that's kind of the walk down. Now, if you like, we can go ahead. I'll do this. Let's do 3 notes. We're going to try 3 notes of measure 6. Okay, our little add a note that I like to do. Okay, so we're going to start on the high D and go D, C, B flat. 3 notes of measure 6. Ready? Here we go. Again, ready, and go. Okay, if you can do that, then slur to that next note, the A. And ready, here we go. Again, ready, go. You know what comes next, the G, adding. Ready, here we go. And if you can do that, can we add the next two, the F and the E what? Natural. Here we go. Ready, 6, and set, and go. Make sure you landed on E natural. Okay? So, again, I think if you can do that F up to high D and you can play that dotted quarter note correctly with those 3 pulses, you're going to be awesome. So let's try to put it together. Here comes measures 5 and 6 to that first note of 7. All right, ready? Starting back on that high C. And down, up, ready, here we go. Alright, so there's measures 5 and 6, and if you feel comfortable with that, what I would also start doing is going back and adding it to line 1. Okay, so start putting some of those pieces together because we won't be stopping after every line when you play it for me for your audition. Okay, so start getting some of those chunks together, okay? Good job, guys. See you later.